Watching KLBK's A New Red Raider Legacy, sponsored by Lubbock National Bank.
Welcome back. We've all heard now Coach of the Year Chris Beard talk about it 4-1. It's been the driving force his entire coaching career. It's about basketball being 4 times as much mental as physical. But now the Red Raiders are looking at a 1 in 4 chance of coming out of the Final Four as the NCAA champions. These odds weren't always quite as easy to grasp. We talked to a statistics professor at Texas Tech to break down the numbers aspect of March Madness.
62% of the time overall, a 1 seed wins the tournament.
Over the last 20 years, Dr. Leif Ellingson, a statistician, says only 12% of the time a 3-seed team has made it to the Final Four. Meaning it's definitely not a common occurrence, but that doesn't mean anyone should count out Chris Beard and the Red Raiders.
Subjective probability is 100%. Right. Most of the groups have Michigan State slightly favored over us, but almost a coin flip. So around 52% to 48%. That's pretty good, especially against a team that's as storied as Michigan State.
So the 1 in 4 odds Texas Tech has of winning the Final Four is pretty impressive.
Just by virtue of getting there, roughly a quarter of the time it actually worked out, and it's not just because there's 4 teams in the Final Four. The data has actually shown that this is what it works out to be.
So what can those of us who had our brackets busted at home learn about the math behind the bracket?
I'd say really no math is really necessary to have a good bracket.
But there are some strategies you can use to build your bracket.
Oh yeah. But even then, once you get to the next matchup, the 5-12, for many years now this has been a trendy place to pick an upset. And this year I believe it's even 2 or 3 of the, I think it's 3 of the 12 seeds actually won.
And kids in the classroom in high school are using March Madness to figure out just how real and unpredictable probability can be.
We look at very basic information. My freshman Algebra 1 students compete against my senior bridge kids, so it's across all ability levels, and it makes it fun for all kids. To see a freshman struggling in math beat a kid that's a senior is really exciting. I see kids talking about math class outside of math class. A lot of people dread this part of the day. And so when we can actually get them excited about something, that's the fun part for me.
Either way, those of us who were smart enough to bet on the Red Raiders, and even those who weren't, are betting on the Red Raiders bringing home the hardware from Minneapolis. It's new territory for the Red Raider basketball team to be playing at the Final Four, but that doesn't mean we forget about our old and honored traditions. That means the Saddle Tramps will make sure that Sub Suds is properly taken care of, as well as the Will Rogers statue wrapped in red for the game tomorrow. When the Red Raiders hit the court on Saturday, they'll see thousands of fans cheering them on for their first trip to the Final Four. And one of those fans hopes that he has one of the keys to success for Texas Tech.
KLBK's Wes Rappaport shows how a jacket nearly 3 decades old may bring the team luck this weekend.
His office is a Texas Tech museum of sorts with memorabilia and familiar faces everywhere. And this week, Kent Hance is in a good mood.
Sun's up, the gun's up.
The former Lubbock congressman who once served as Texas Tech chancellor has been waiting decades to see his team play in the final stages of the big tournament.
I moved into Bledsoe Hall in 1961. We wanted to see this at some day in time. And time was running short. We're in the 4th quarter.
So he and a few buddies hopped on a plane to Minneapolis with one special item, Hance's jacket, which he says has some luck stitched in.
My record with this jacket is 11-1. So, you know, we want it to be 13-1. That's what we're pulling for in Minneapolis this week.
He got it in 1991 from a Lubbock clothing store that was going out of business for 20 bucks. And an added bonus, he'll get to watch his grandson, Andrew Sorrells, suit up for the Red Raiders this weekend.
He loves that jacket. It's kind of an old-time jacket. I don't really know how good he looks in it, but it's definitely an old, big red jacket. But I think it's cool, and whatever works.
The excitement's great.
Hance says he's not really superstitious, but the jacket will travel.
I hope it plays a role, but it'll be a great day for us when we win the national championship. I'm positive. I think we've got the best coach, the best players, and they may have single players that are better, but I feel like we have the best team.
Hance said he's proud that the nearly 350 Division I teams that will be watching the Final Four this weekend will have their eyes on the Red Raiders come Saturday. In Minneapolis, I'm Wes Rappaport, KLBK News.
Oh, great story. Thanks, Wes. Well, don't go anywhere. Find out where you can be a part of the celebrations if you're staying here in town this weekend to watch the game.